What's up everybody, this is Boywithafishtank, and today I'm bringing you an update on the African cichlid tank. And as you might see right away, this is not an African cichlid tank anymore. I actually changed it all around and I cleaned the whole tank. I actually took the substrate, took it out, washed it, took out the rocks, balled them, the same with the driftwood, everything, and I made it to a South American cichlid tank. The reason I really like planet tanks is because I've never really had one like a really big planet tank before. This is the biggest planet tank I've ever had. The other one that I had was like 30 gallons, and this is 50 gallons, so it's kind of a huge difference. It's almost double the size, and I really like South American cichlids like Angelfish, Geophagus, discus, Severums and different things like that. I really like such cichlids. I think they're really beautiful and really awesome. And I was getting kind of tired of African cichlids after my disaster strike. But I changed around the whole tank, and as you can see, quite a lot has changed. You might ask, why do you have algae on your rocks? And this is actually a really good question, because my rocks, I balled them to make sure that all of the algae I had on them before would die off. But it seems like some of them are still thriving. I'm not quite sure if they're still going to thrive, or if it's just because they're rotting away or something like that. They might slowly shrivel away, but I'll see about that. Else my Plego probably wants to eat it, because he likes hair algae most often. And I actually can see that he has trimmed up in it a little bit. So I still have my synodontis catfish and my Plego over here, and that is because what is really important for me is that I still keep the synodontis and the Plego, because they are really a fish that there are some fishes that are really near and dear to my heart, because they are huge. I love huge fish. I don't know why, and I've had them for a really long time, so it would be really sad just getting rid of them. But you can see here they're just laying on the substrate right here. They're doing great, by the way. You can see they got a few wounds on its body, and that is actually not because any of the fish in this tank has been hurting them, but it's actually because there's the other synodontis right back there. And it's actually not because of the fish in this tank or the move or anything like that. It's actually just because the African cichlids were a little bit harsh on them. So and especially here in the later couple of months. So yeah. And as you might notice, there's also a tetra swimming around right here. And I actually had multiple of these, and I got them for like $3. These are cover tetras. I had 10 of them, and I thought it would be fine. But I also got this Geophagus down here, who is right there. Really beautiful fish. Love Geophagus. They are absolutely amazing, and they remind me a little bit about peacocks, from Lake Malawi. They are definitely really amazing. And what is really awesome about this guy is that he just goes around and sifts in the sand to make sure everything is clean. But as I was about to say, the reason there's not any more tetras in here other than this guy and some few others is because he eats them. First of all, I put them in the tank, and it looked very nice because he didn't go after them at all, and he was swimming around like usual. The Geophagus is actually really active. I'm thinking about getting another Geophagus for him. I think this is a male. You can see the long fin shapes right there, and the beautiful colors that makes me think that it's a male. I'm going to find out how to identify them from each other. I know everything else about Geophagus but sexing, so I gotta learn a little bit about that. He basically eats everything that fits in his mouth, and that is pretty normal for all cichlids pretty much. So I wasn't that surprised, but I didn't really take it as a huge blow, because I kind of have like 10 fish for like $3, so it didn't really matter. It's just some live food for him, so in some ways just good for me because, you know, the Geophagus will acclimate a lot better, which is, you know, much better than just not giving him any live food at all. And he actually reduced their numbers to about 3 in one night, so that's pretty crazy. But anyway, what is he doing? My Plago is digging in the sand for some reason. Anyways, this is actually not the only cichlid I got for now. I also got a Firemouth cichlid, who you can see in there. And I know that Firemouth cichlids are Central American cichlids, but they do actually go pretty well with South American cichlids, because a lot of people thinks that Firemouths only can go in really high pH, but because they live in limestone areas in Mexico. But actually, they can thrive in low pHs as well. Mine is really shy at the moment, you know, he's new to the tank, so it's kind of sad, but you can see he got some really nice colors, which shows that he's healthy. Go away, Plago, please, thank you. You can see he got some really nice colors, and actually he has been moving a little bit because he was over at these rocks to start with, in between these two lava rocks, and he just stood in there and was there all night. And then I woke up and then he was in here. That was actually my plan, that I would make this cave and my Firemouth cichlids will be in there, because I know Firemouth cichlids really like caves. And Firemouth cichlids are definitely one of my favorite cichlids, so I'm very happy I got one. He was actually kind of cheap, but he's not that big either. So then I got some angelfish. I actually got 4 of these angelfish, and you can see these guys are doing amazing too. What you can tell is that you can see on the top of their fins they're getting a little bit red. You can see there's one of them that actually got nipped in its top fin, and I actually think that is the Geophagus that was trying to eat some tetras, and then the angelfish were standing in the way. So he was like, move away, and then bited him in the fins. But they're doing nice. You can see they can just swim beside him and nothing happens. My god, this guy is just amazing. Just look at that. Like those pearly shapes right there, it just looks amazing. Yeah, and that's basically all that is in this tank for now. So let's go to the plants, because I actually got some pretty simple plants in here, because I wanted to go with the South American theme. I got some Vallisneria right here. I think this is Vallisneria. Oh man, I can't remember the last name, but it's a type of Vallisneria that is pretty easy to keep, and I got it because I know angelfish really likes to stay in the plants that looks a little bit like seagrass. They really like to hide in those, you know, their camouflage is basically designed for that, you know, the stripes. Then I got some cryptocorain right here that I actually took out of my guppy tank, and it's looking really nice. You know, it got the little red coloration going on. It really matches well with the driftwood and the lava rocks. I actually have more of these crypts, but I thought that just one of these would make a great focal point in this tank. Then I got some few other crypts right here, and some very small cryptocorains. They're just here and there. You know, I tried to spread them out so that they would kind of make a carpet, and like make it like a big carpet, and that I could split them up so that I could just get multiple of them, so the whole bottom would get covered by cryptocorains. I actually also got plant substrate. I actually got tropical plant substrate, because, you know, I've used that in my other tanks and it works really well. I have no CO2 in this tank, but I do dose iron and I do dose different fertilizers. That's my Plago. Just look at that guy. He's just gigantic. Anyway, I also got these Amazon swords right here, and the reason I got Amazon swords is because you know, they grow very large, which I really like, and they are from South America, again from the Amazon River. All of my fish in here actually really enjoys them. They usually hide in them because there was some wrong grammar right there, but anyway, they usually really like to stand in those Amazon swords, because it provides a very good hiding spot. actually my Firemouth Cichlid has been hiding in them before at night, but he does really want to come out when it's not dark, so he mostly comes out at dawn. But anyway, yeah, that is basically all on this tank, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to probably get a new another Geophagus, and then I'm probably going to get a Sebrum. And I'm a little bit afraid of putting a green terror in here, because I do really like green terrors, but I've usually seen people who have kept green terrors and Firemouth Cichlids together, and they actually fight quite a lot. So I might just get something else. I don't really want to get Discus in this tank, because I think the Geophagus really fills that beautiful role of fish. I might get some Discus in the future, but it really depends on what I can fit in here. If I can find an Epistogramma, I would definitely get that. Crebensis Cichlids, I'll kind of keep myself away from those, because they don't really go very well with other Cichlids, as long as I've heard. I've never kept Crebensis before, but that's all I've heard about them. Other than that, they are really good at breeding. But I'll also try to breed some Geophagus and things like that, so that would be really amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys like this tank, and I hope you guys look forward to seeing a lot more episodes of this in the future. And by the way, guys, stay tuned for a new aquarium science episode about chemistry. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in another video.